the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. It's a run. Running back's got it. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Looking to pass, it's Lewis. Caught over the middle, it's Cooper. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, right now this defense seems to be sitting back worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Breaks free. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? To keeper trying to get into the marker.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype in this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
And there's the handoff.
This defensive coordinator got to make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Longhorns are in the red zone now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They test the middle to get stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Early drama here in this playoff game. It's a 4-point play. They try to convert on third down in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Clark. Make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Just trucks through the defender. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Vincent backs up with the line, showing press. Back to pass. It's Lewis. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Here's second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. To dart to the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch! And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And now from the pistol formation. Takes the handoff again. Well, they've got him behind the line. A tackle for loss to conclude the first quarter of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. On the run, it's Wiley. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Lewis. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Breaks clear over the right side. And they chase him down. Touchdown, Texas. They were not going to catch him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
1st and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Touchdown, LSU, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with PAT. PAT is good and still trail, though. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. Longhorns offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Back to throw. It's Lewis. Let's reel in. It's Cooper. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's a toss play to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big game for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. And they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing their running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Back to pass. It's Lewis. He's got a man down the middle. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
21, LSU, Texas.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Runs through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The receiver makes the catch.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Takes the handoff. It's Wiley. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Caught near the goal line. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's brought down right at the line. They'll spot the ball still right there at the 2. Offense facing second and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Texas.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half.
Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Looks left and finds his target there. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw caught over the middle. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
It's a quick grab. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, LSU. Look out. Whole different game now. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run or the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll run it here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Dropping back, it's Lewis. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Cooper. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. He's got the first and still going. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
LSU 14. Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would be better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Looks to the left, pass caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. No surprise. Offense going for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. A deep shot to the left side. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback still with the football. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To throw, it's Lewis. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. The offense already has 1 fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. This one ends up a safety.
Boy, great defense right here. That is diagnosing the screenplay. You see how that defender chased it down, earns his team 2 points? He just saw it coming from the snap.
Breaks into the clear. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Toss play, running right. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Lewis. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's Cooper. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Good about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Looking to throw it again. On the move now. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Another sack. This defense on fire.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. The importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Texas.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. That LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. The ball is loose. The defense scoops it up. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Breaks an open space. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Press coverage now from the secondary. Running play called on 3rd and short. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. That's a costly penalty. Offense gets a new set of downs. The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Lewis. Goes to his right side there for the completion. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down play coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Grinding away with a running game. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They get nothing on second down, sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. They continue to roll up the score.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's just, oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
Brought way downfield and still running inside the 20. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. Here we go. That huge, explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Looking to throw again. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Tigers.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Some press coverage now from these DBs. Chewing clock with the running game. 1st out and more. He's still running. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas. They are pouring it on now.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking deep for late game heroics. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, LSU. No chance to catch him there.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Didn't expect to lose 4 in the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running through the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
Who's going to come up with it? Oh, fortunate to make the recovery himself.
Well, this returner's about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up at their own 7. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking for the wideout. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down. The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it. Game over.